Hello, friends. Welcome back to more trading signals for cryptocurrencies. So, today, 23 of October, we got a green day. This was announced on my Twitter account and also on the Telegram and Signals group, which, by the way, you can join. It's completely free. I'm basically giving you all a free trial of my signals so you can see how accurate they are. And obviously, I also give you details about trades. I give you the levels, especially in the case of Solana, guys. I give signals for Bitcoin and Ethereum as well, but I don't really have much time to give the levels for those coins. Maybe on the weekends because right now I'm kind of very busy. But you can see that we got these levels that I drew on Solana chart, and you can see we hit the second level. That's basically where the price got the highest position today. The first level, that's the breakout, okay? But as you can see, very clean and smooth recovery from the crash that we saw yesterday. This, like I told you, was announced. I told you with almost guaranteed security that it was going to happen because on the 10-hour time frame chart, we can see that the 10 hours was green even the day prior to that. So the chances of seeing a very good pump today were very high. Not only on Solana, you will see that same pattern on Bitcoin, okay, on the 10-hour chart, and also on Ethereum, okay. By the way, Ethereum really didn't benefit much from today's pump, as you can see, very weak, very small. But other coins, especially Solana and even Bitcoin, they really did well today. I'm not going to talk about other coins, for example, AVAX. AVAX really has not recovered ever since the crash, as you can clearly see. And this is the same for other coins. For example, PoundFund is even negative today, so PoundFund is a joke right now. Aster also a big joke. You can see these coins are really doing bad. Apex, another coin no one really cares. And IOTA, another coin that's basically obsolete. So this basically should teach you a lesson that not all coins are going to reach the all-time high. Not all coins are going to benefit from the incoming pumps. And you need to choose carefully your own portfolios because if you stack with, for example, just Litecoin, look at this. This is in range completely. There is no chance for any profits at all. Very small. Another one, Cardano. Well, Cardano looks a little bit better, but not as good. Say you can see Mantle. Mantle a little bit more active with Mantle, so maybe there are some opportunities here and there. This coin, however, very good. Okay, SEC, very good coin. Anyways, let's get back to the main coins. And like I told you, the Telegram Signals group is free. All you have to do to join is write to me via email, and I'll send you the link, and you can join. Again, I'll give you signals for three cryptocurrencies today. Every day: Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum. Okay, I might add more coins in the future, but right now I believe these three are the best and the easiest to trade. Okay, especially for noobs in trading. Okay, I had Aster in the signals before, but I removed it because it was very volatile. So it could lead to some liquidations or losses, especially if noobs are not careful with the leverage. So that's why. But as you can see, this is the current scenario right now with coins. And right now it's still on green. Okay, it's still on green on all the coins, like I just showed you on the 10 hours. But I do have a new way of basically doing financial predictions, and I'm going to show you right now what's going to look like. So you remember that my old predictions just were like circles and the day and the trend, okay? And many days were in yellow because in yellow means either in range or volatility. But that's also because I really didn't have a clear trend for those days. Okay. Now, with this new style of predictions that you're seeing right now, it's more about the power of the trend that each day will have. So as you can see, these are the same days, okay, for each side, the bearish and the bullish. And you get, for example, an X and the number right beside, and you can see that this represents the power, okay, that the trend will have for that day. So for example, you can see that the 22, I believe, was a crash, even though we had, well, it wasn't really a crash, because if we go back to the charts, for example, on Bitcoin, and we go back, for example, to, I don't know, 6 hours, which is the same as 1 hour, but you can see that this is where the candle began. I mean, yesterday will be around here. So this is where the candle began, and this is where it ends. So it was a green day, but very much in range. In Solana, it was basically also the same. This is the candle where it begins, and this is where it ends. So a day in range with maybe some slight impulses. So it was indeed correct, okay, that it was going to be a green day, but notice that the powers of the bearish side were also very close, basically 3 against 2, and that means the closer they are, the more in range, or the more undecided the day will be. For example, today, another day with more green energies, 23, and you can see today was a green day for almost all coins, with some exceptions, but almost all of the main coins went green today. And tomorrow, however, we get 4 powers against only 2 for the bullish side. So that means it's possibly going to be a correction day, not only tomorrow, but also on the 25th. Okay. And the 26th is apparently going to be a very good day. That's from what I can tell with these predictions. Again, as with everything in the predictions, we can get lots of helpful insight with these predictions, but we cannot rely entirely on them. Okay, because obviously some predictions will miss, and that is why we have the indicator, or that is why I have developed the indicator to actually uh, um, kind of guide the trades with the combination of those predictions. Okay, because as you can see, the prediction for today was a green day. And as soon as the early hours of today, basically, or late night yesterday, we get the confirmation that indeed on 6 hours and on 10 hours, it was already green. So it was basically a guaranteed green day. Now we're seeing the trend kind of weaken. Okay, it's still in green, it's kind of getting weaker. So this could maybe change in the coming hours. Right now, obviously, because it's a larger time frame, we have to rely now on smaller time frames. For example, let's take a look at 2 hours. It's still green, but notice there was this kind of dip right there. So the signal is getting weaker. If we go to 1 hour on Solana, it's still green, but notice there was a dip right there. On Bitcoin, it's still green. On Ethereum, it's still green. 2 hours, basically the same. But I believe maybe 30 minutes is going to show red somewhere. Yeah, Solana already showing red on 30 minutes. Ethereum also, not really, but I believe it's going to be close, close in a few more hours maybe, because eventually this has to go down a little bit even. So this has to go down eventually, and if it has a lot of if that correction has a lot of strength, then it will drag down, and maybe it will flip on larger time frames, for example on 4 hours or on 6 hours, and so on. Okay, so that's basically the outlook for the coming days, especially for tomorrow. We can see maybe consecutive corrections tomorrow and on the 25th according to the predictions, but remember, like I just told you, we have the indicator to actually tell, basically confirm the prediction. Okay, the indicator basically confirms the prediction. If the indicator tells a different story from the prediction, then it's possibly going to mean that the prediction is not going to come to pass, or at least not in the sense that we were anticipating. Okay. So, anyways, guys, that's all I have for you. Okay. Remember to like, share, and subscribe again. If you want to join the free Telegram group Signals and give me a free trial for everyone so you can check them out. And again, uh, show the support. Follow me on my socials, especially on Twitter, and I'll see you guys next time.